And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Pickett, throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And some room to work. The 20, 10, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 50 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Drew Chrisman on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. Right out of the gate.
On second down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That one 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Gets around him, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 45 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to air one out toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, this is Harris. About 3 yards there to the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals getting set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
11 Thomas.
They snap that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a toss play. It's Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit... Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Complete to T. Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Still 2nd down. Here we go.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
11.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Pickett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Second down and goal. Pickett. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Harris, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Mixing up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
Here we go.
But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Here we go. 11, 11.
In motion goes the tight end. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
11, 11, 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Thomas. 11, 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. He's got room past the 30, and he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. It's brought in by Harris. He's got room at the 30. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it.
Pickett lost it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, 11 MT, paint. 11 MT.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
12. 11. 11 mighty. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow. And he will find this man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11 MT.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A give to Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
11 empty.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
11
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
11 Thomas. 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense... Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new...
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4. They be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it at the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot.
Convoys. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap